caution to ensure that wings will not be pinned in an aggressive manner that would cause any injury to the soldiers. All pinning ceremonies must be conducted with the utmost respect for the dignity and physical well-being of the graduates. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of Bravo Company, 1st Battalion, 210th Aviation Regiment, Captain Cody A. Dangler. At this time, we'd like to recognize all veterans in attendance and watching online. Thank you for your selfless service and sacrifice in the defense of our nation. Distinguished guests, family members, and friends, on behalf of the 128th Aviation Brigade Command Team, welcome to today's graduation ceremony for 15 Romeo AH-64 Echo Attack Helicopter Repair, Class 2425. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the invocation given by Chaplain Pearson and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Let us pray. Almighty and gracious Creator, we thank you so much for the perseverance and dedication for these soldiers here today in accomplishing this great feat. We are just joyous with them in celebration and all that they have accomplished so far. We thank you for all the instructors and drill sergeants who have poured into them and guide them to this beautiful day today. We thank you for all their family and friends who have loved them and supported them along the way. May your blessings be upon them in all their future endeavors. Amen.
Please be seated. Army aviation maintenance training began at Fort Eustis, Virginia in 1954. Since its beginning, Fort Eustis has continued a legacy of maintenance training excellence, training active duty, National Guard, and Army Reserve soldiers, along with Air Force personnel and international partners with a lineage that dates back to Operation Just Cause in Panama. The Army redesignated the United States Army Aviation Logistics School as the 128th Aviation Brigade on February 1st, 2012. Today, the 128th Aviation Brigade trains over 5,500 soldiers annually in every Army aviation helicopter specialty. A 15 Romeo H-64 TAC helicopter repairer is primarily responsible for the maintenance of the Apache helicopters. Their duties include removing, servicing, and installing aircraft subsystem assemblies, preparing aircraft for inspections and maintenance checks, performing scheduled inspections, and diagnosing and troubleshooting faults for all aircraft components, inspecting and repairing body, fuselage, landing gear, while maintaining historical maintenance records and other components required to keep the aircraft on a mission-ready status. The guest speaker for today's ceremony is Drill Sergeant Patrick Schusterite. Drill Sergeant Schusterite enlisted in the U.S. Army in 2011 as an aircrew member for the Chinook helicopter and is currently serving as a drill sergeant at Alpha Company 1st of the 222nd. Please refer to Drill Sergeant Schusterite's biography in your program to learn more about his selfless service to our nation. Please join us in giving a warm welcome to Drill Sergeant Patrick Schusterite.
Good morning, Lieutenant Colonel Griffin, Captain Danger, thank you for showing. Instructors, families and friends, and most importantly, the graduates of Class 24 Romeo. First off, let me say what an honor it is to stand here today speaking to a group of warriors who have just completed one of the most demanding and technical courses in the Army Aviation. You made it. And that's not a small testament. You made it through 17 weeks, 191 days, of pushing past your limits, learning your craft, and transforming from basic trainees into mission-ready soldiers. I want to take a moment to bring you back to that first day. Whether you were dropped off by a family member or you arrived from a bus from basic training, surrounded by strangers, remember that feeling? That mixture of fear, adrenaline, excitement, maybe a little bit of doubt? Yeah, we all felt it. And now look at you. Since then, you spent long days on the hangar floor studying systems and schematics that most civilians couldn't pronounce. You've turned wrenches, torqued bolts, traced electrical diagrams, learned the difference between a bad sensor and a bad signal, and understood what it truly takes to keep a flying war machine in the air. You've grown from wide-eyed trainees into trusted technicians. You've earned the title of 15 Romeo Apache helicopter mechanic. Now's the spot where I want to talk about something every maintainer should know and remember: their first real home, their first hangar. Big or small, old or new, every one of us has that one hangar that sticks to us. For me, it was Fort Bliss 2501st. Paint peeling off the walls, oil stains on the floor that had been there longer than some of the soldiers. A coffee maker that had seen better decades. But it was ours. It didn't matter if it was freezing in the winter or a hot summer that felt like a blast furnace. That place became home. Not because it was comfortable, not because it was glamorous, but because it was where we found purpose. Where we learned that long days and longer nights could still mean something if it meant keeping a bird in the fight. It was where I learned that even though we wore different ranks or came from different backgrounds, we were all working for the same thing, for each other and the mission. You'll find that hangar too. It might be a pristine, state-of-the-art facility, or it might be a converted metal box with a stubborn generator out back. Either way, it's not the walls that matter, it's the people inside. The team, the work, the sweat, the pride. And one day, not long from now, you'll walk into your hangar for the first time. And you'll realize, this is where I make my mark. But what really strikes me today is not just your technical skill, it's your transformation as soldiers. Over these months, I've seen it. You've become mentally tougher, physically stronger, and more disciplined. But more than that, you've created something deeper. You've built friendships with people from all walks of life. You've endured the suck together, the heat, the stress, the long hours, and the pressure to get it right every time. These bonds, forged under fire, they'll carry on long after today. Some of these friendships will become your lifelong brothers and sisters. You've taken on setbacks, you've adapted, you've overcome, you've matured in ways that only the Army and a mission as critical as aviation can demand. And trust me, as you move on to your units, you'll realize quickly this is just the beginning. Out there, when a bird is grounded and the mission depends on getting it in the air, it's you that people are counting on. Lives depend on your attention to detail, your discipline, and your drive. Now I have to say something, and I've said it 100 times already. I'm a Chinook mechanic, and we talk our fair share of smack about Apache mechanics. I mean, let's be real. We've got the heavy lift, the tandem rotors, we carry the fight, and we carry the freight. I've joked that Apache mechanics just babysit one seat and a cannon. But I'll tell you this. You've earned my respect, every one of you. And I would be proud, no, honored, to serve alongside you, to lead you, to take the fight to the enemy with you at my side, because I know what you're made of. I've seen the grit, the growth, and the greatness in you. So as you go forward, remember where you came from, remember the brothers and sisters to your left and right, and remember this: no matter what patch you wear or where the Army takes you, welcome to the fight. Above the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that we will now present diplomas to the graduates. Please feel free to move around and take photos throughout the presentation. The distinguished graduate is that soldier who received the highest marks throughout the course. These graduates are selected on academic standing, leadership, physical fitness, and discipline. The distinguished graduate will receive a Certificate of Achievement from the 128th Aviation Brigade and a brigade coin. The distinguished graduate for 15 Romeo Attack Helicopter Repair Class 2425 is Private First Class Cody Martin. Private First Class Martin is from Bay Minette, Alabama, and will be assigned to the 11th Arctic Aviation Command, Fort Wainwright, Alaska. The honor graduate is that soldier who is the second highest graduate of their class. They will receive a Certificate of Achievement from the 128th Aviation Brigade. The honor graduate for 15 Romeo Attack Helicopter Repair Class 2425 is Private First Class Javon Walters. Private First Class Walters is from Spanish Town, Jamaica, and will be assigned to the 3rd Combat Aviation Brigade, Savannah, Georgia. Specialist Brian Hall. Specialist Hall is from Spokane, Washington, and will be assigned to the 1st Air Cavalry Brigade, Fort Cavazos, Texas. Private First Class Brett Senor. Private First Class Senor is from Enid, Oklahoma, and will be assigned to the 11th Arctic Aviation Command, Fort Wainwright, Alaska. Private First Class Landon Wasinger. Private First Class Weisinger is from Mount Pleasant, Texas, and will be assigned to the 1st Combat Aviation Brigade, Fort Riley, Kansas. Private Second Class Jared Arredondo. Private Second Class Arredondo is from Austin, Texas, and will be assigned to the 1st Attack Battalion, 149th Aviation Regiment, Texas National Guard. Family members and guests selected for pinning, please come forward now to honor our graduates as they prepare to take the next step in their Army aviation careers. Please be seated. Private Second Class Jared Kozart. Private Second Class Kozart is from Duncan, South Carolina, and will be assigned to the 1st Attack Battalion, 151st Aviation Regiment, South Carolina National Guard. Private Second Class Fabian Marquez. Private Second Class Marquez is from Fort Worth, Texas, and will be assigned to the 1st Armored Division, Combat Aviation Brigade, Fort Bliss, Texas. Private Second Class Liam Piper. Private Second Class Piper is from Richmond Hill, Georgia, and will be assigned to the 2nd Combat Aviation Brigade, Camp Humphreys, Korea. Private Second Class Tyler Reed. Private Second Class Reed is from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and will be assigned to the 16th Combat Aviation Brigade, Fort Lewis, Washington. Private Second Class Jaden Wetton. Private Second Class Wetton is from Manaway, Utah, and will be assigned to the 1st Attack Battalion, 211th Aviation Regiment, Utah National Guard. Private Velasquez Mejia. Private Velasquez Mejia is from Brookhaven, Georgia, and will be assigned to the 101st Combat Aviation Brigade, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Family members and guests selected for pinning, please come forward now to honor our graduates as they prepare to take the next step in their Army aviation careers. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the newest members of the Army Aviation family. We now turn to a special part of our ceremony. The distinguished graduate will present a token of appreciation to Drill Sergeant Schusterite. This symbolizes our sincere gratitude for their presence and the wisdom that they have imparted. Their words today have not only enlightened us, but have also added a meaningful dimension to this important milestone in our graduate's journey. The team of non-commissioned officers and civilian instructors who trained and mentored the graduates are assigned to the 1st of the 222nd Aviation Regiment and 1st Battalion 210th Aviation Regiment. Together, this outstanding team instructed your soldiers in discipline, physical fitness, warrior tasks and battle drills, and fundamental aviation maintenance practices. They led and mentored America's sons and daughters so that one day they too may become a non-commissioned officer. The drill sergeant and instructors for today's graduating class is Drill Sergeant Patrick Schusterite, Staff Sergeant Eben, and Mr. Darren Byers. Please join us in giving a round of applause to these outstanding drill sergeants and instructors. Please rise for the playing of the Aviation Song and the Army Song. We ask that all soldiers in uniform remain standing and join us in reciting the Aviation Mechanics Creed and the Soldier's Creed. Family and friends, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's graduation ceremony. Please come forward to congratulate your soldiers and take photographs. Thank you for attending.